Yes, we will.
Yeah. Just we only gave her points.
Not spelling or anything. Hey, whoa. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, resting holiday sky. The princess coming. Here she goes. Children laughing. Here she goes, good girl. Everybody else can come now. You can have the other dog. Chaos, come.
Wanda, Wanda, come on, Wanda. So come on.
Wanda, go away. Go away. Wanda, come here. You got two in there that are pretty bad. Oh, careful. No, Wanda. No, Wanda. Is this a diet? Everybody away. I just got the record.
See you later. Thank you again.
Bye, guys.
Nice to meet you guys. Drive carefully.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I don't know how we're still getting these from Tracy here. Somebody put them in the mail for you?
No, it just takes so long to get.
No.
No, seriously, the last one I did.
What? You shut off the Christmas music?
Remember, there's a thing about coffee break, so we have music. I know.
Oh, I'm just playing sing.
Okay.
Stop everything cold.
You think it's bad when I sing? No, I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
I heard Harriet Tubman bucket.
Huh?
I heard Harriet Tubman bucket.
Yeah?
I can't read a tune in a bucket.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like my head's underwater.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get in there.
Oh, look, this is from Tracy Adams. Oh,
Can't find the fun show. What the hell?
oh, look, yes, it is.
Where is it?
Wow.
Laura, little help.
No, barking.
None so blind as those who will not see.
Xena, out to prevent.
Maybe we should call Tracy Adams today and tell her thank you.
Yeah. Scoop. That's a good one.
I better turn my phone off, bro.
Might be getting a call. That ain't no call. Bailey got the basket. Jars full of some vinegar. $1. Come on. Yes. You want to wet that up? You don't have to wet it anymore. You say no.
You're looking
Not
at
you.
the,
You've been on too much today.
you're looking at the snow stick out there, and they're wondering if you have 6 inches or 6 feet.
Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. We're not from Buffalo. Come on.
Shush.
Shuffle off the buffalo. Fly me to the phone.
Huh?
Fly me to the phone. Fly me to the phone. Never mind. Something lost in translation.
Check for bricks. Okay, we have chick bricks to do here. 10-hole brick. Boy, we'll do that. Okay, so I have her address. And it says 10 bricks, and so I can put this in here. In the brick department, and you can have that one.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt your pie and whipped cream. I know, whipped cream and pie.
I want to put this back.
Huh?
Really cool.
Is Bailey out there?
Yes. That's yours.
People do strange things in purple, and this is one of them. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Yeah, nice. Wow, it's right.
Did she make it? Or did he?
I don't know, but I would guess so.
Hey, let me get it. There you go.
If it is handmade, they're damn good hands. Hello, Carlene. Thank you so much. The calendars. $10 is for one brick. $1 for the fun fund. Get it from the Netherlands. What if she go see the puppies? They're not born yet. You can't go see the puppies.
No.
Okay, so we have to have one brick. I don't have it.
I guess that.
I could do Greta from the Netherlands, but I don't have her full address.
Is it on this envelope here? Oh.
I did.
Hey, Bill. Oh, really?
Is everything okay? Did you have a good time outside?
No.
It's raining outside because you're still wet. Huh? Is there snow? Well, if you're wet with snow.
She melted.
You have a
Help,
shower.
I made it. Oh.
Is that thing got cookies in it? Do you think?
Oh, yeah.
She thinks so.
She
Want
knows
to get it
so.
open?
She knows so.
Come on, Brenda. Yes, you.
One cup or anything.
What are we doing? This one? I didn't do this Texas one yet. Bailey thinks there's cookies in there. Oh, there's cookies. Okay, now what are these? They didn't give me any indication of what these were for.
Well, obviously.
Huh?
Obviously.
Well, there's Coopers, yes, but I'd like to read what's on them, and they got me guessing on this one. They're messing with me, I tell you. They're looking around and see what they can send me and see what I can figure it out. Oh,
Mini size.
did you open the bags?
Right.
You opened the whole box?
You told me to.
I thought you were going to slit it like butt. I didn't know you were going to open the whole thing.
Wait. There you go. I'll slit.
Up. Because we have to look at each thing, and
Well, I was looking at each thing.
oh, look! See?
Oh, look.
Wow!
What a
Look at
surprise.
it.
Wow.
Yes, look at this.
Wow.
Bailey thinks it's fun.
They would like it better the way I was doing it. It was on the floor.
Maybe it's something.
Well, Vinny was barely standing here. Very awkward. Did anybody feed her tonight? Poor thing, she's hungry.
Big how you did it.
Not like she's getting too fat.
And this one.
Oh, dear. Okay. See, now we'll give the white paper report here. Carla.
There you go.
Carlina.
Carlina.
Carlina Bird.
Oh, wait. So I thought that was she was calling you. Carlina.
Maybe? Okay. Okay, we take those
What
aside?
did I go named Carlina?
No. Wanda.
Well, here's Minnie and Minnie.
We were just looking for some of those before too. The water was looking for them.
Here's Minnie. Minnie. Okay. I know what's in that next box.
What?
Here's little Wanda. Come here, Wanda. Actually, they didn't work with Bailey, could have actually.
Didn't work at
The small bit. Yeah. How's Lita doing? Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, we just picked up and eat it.
Doesn't like she's even crazy about them. And she's actually crazy about them.
what?
Read the card.
Well, thanks. Yeah, bye.
Carlina Burns. Now, you're not going to guess what's in here.
All right. Do I get to shake?
You can do anything good you want. You would never.
Oh, well, I can just open it and look then.
I'm not sure you even know if you opened it and looked at it.
Questioning products.
Oh, what I know?
Stay out.
What I know?
Stay out of it. You ain't recognizable.
I don't know, a rectal horse thermometer.
Nope. That's all right. Let's see. If you want to guess too while you're at it.
Be careful of the bird. No, don't get it like this.
It's just a touch smaller than the box.
You know what it is?
Go ahead. Get out.
You think you know what it is.
Oh,
Oh, get
Be
out.
careful, be careful.
I just would I recognize it? No.
No. I think it's no. I know it. I just ordered it.
Oh, well, that's... Oh, cool. It's some nice blankets.
Yeah.
That's what we need in the wintertime.
These are racehorses. That's why I don't think you see it.
I've seen them.
On
Yeah.
your riding horses?
No.
Oh, very good.
So,
Yeah.
Are these
5 legs.
Like, you haven't been doing some racing?
Not done. No. No, I've got that damn itch.
Oh,
In the middle of the night, it is
Yeah.
horrid.
Yeah.
I found out the other day that on my back I could put the
Those are good,
The
too.
cold
Those
water.
are really good.
these I could wrap around my legs. Maybe my legs will stop scratching.
That's a good idea.
I mean, I could wear gloves. I scratch like the other toenail. I mean, it's just
Yeah. Those are nice. Those are good.
Yes,
Those
I
are really
think
good.
they will be very nice.
There you go.
And I'm only going to put them in the refrigerator, not freezer.
Yes. You know, when I was doing therapy once, they used to make their own packs for whatever stuff. And what they did was and I can't remember the exact concentration, maybe someone will know, but it was alcohol and water. Is it the 1585? Oh, okay. I don't know about the detergent. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Well, I know they used to do alcohol and water, and it was like mushy like that, and it would form perfectly. It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
Just
They probably didn't have any horse things.
what's that?
It's very cheap that way.
Yeah, yeah,
Water.
yeah. No, they didn't have any horses, so.
Well, when I run out of these, oh, I'm just looking forward to.
Well, you'd be able to reuse those forever. Those are great.
Look, it shows a person. It's a person's leg.
Well, see, there you go.
There we are. How about that?
How do you know it's just not a horse with nice legs?
It's not. The horse's legs don't bend that direction.
It could be. You know,
I know.
Oh, okay.
I know how horses legs bend.
All right.
My trainer's license, you know.
Oh, excuse me.
2 different states.
Are you really?
What
Great
states?
New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
Do you
I
have-
knew that.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I knew that.
Did you? And you didn't tell me? Thanks.
Yeah, we've bred race horses, and it's a lot easier for me to have my trainer's license. It's $1,000 a month. I just found a whole bunch of Tom's bills from when he had race horses.
Really?
It's like $1,000 a month per horse, just for the training. That's not the food, the blacksmith, the vet jockey, the extra, you know, and all that stuff. So for a while, I kept him at home in Linfield and hauled him in the trailer to exercise, and Janine galloped him around the backfield in the meantime. It worked out fine for a while, and then when they got to really racing, I had to give it to somebody else. Am I done?
Questions.
Question? Well, I don't have any more. I don't have anything else to open.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Those,
Why do you say never mind? What does that mean?
means never mind. What is it?
Never.
Here you go, Vanna.
Never put your mind on it. Never think about it.
It's like disregard it.
Well, I know what it is. I know what it is. Where did that come from? Because don't really think it. Never mind. Don't think you're dimwit. You never had a mind?
There used to be a skit on Saturday Night Live with Gilda Radner, and she used to do this character, Rosanna. And yeah, and she was very funny. I loved her. And she used to start telling these stories, and she always used to get things like at a time when there was the war going on in Yugoslavia or whatever, and she was talking about the Croatians. She's going, I don't understand what all this problem is about these crustaceans, and you know, she would do things like that and just mix things up. And then Jane Curtin, who was the anchor woman, would sit there and she'd kind of look at her and she'd go, Roseanne, it's really Croatians, and she'd go, oh, never mind. So that's where that came from.
That still doesn't explain where never mind came from.
Look it up. Let's Google it after.
Somebody will tell us.
All right, someone tell us.
We don't have to.
Where did Nevermind originate?
There we go. Put those out and put them in my room, maybe. That would be good.
All right, we do have a couple of questions.
What is that?
Wow.
That's quite good.
Oh, this is a new little house for.
That's not what that looks like.
If I didn't know, I wouldn't have touched it.
It looked like something else.
Is Kiara still on meds? Has she had her maybe follow up with George?
She is not on meds. She's doing fine. Was I supposed to follow her up? I don't either.
We were noticing today, like when we first started racing, who it was, the little bumps on her head.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all cleared up. I mean, she just looks great. She looks really healthy. She's she's acting healthy.
yes, she is.
She's doing spectacular. I think she's doing spectacularly. She's doing great, and she's just such an awesome little dog. She's great. You're not gonna fit up here, dear.
Did you hear about Katie? I gotta come over because I'm supposed to be closer to the microphone. This will make it. Yeah.
You eat your apple pie. Did you hear about Katie she's got a friend out in Iowa who imported a stud dog from Europe, bred it to her Harlequin Dane, and has a litter of puppies. I don't know, 8, 10 puppies, something like that. And they're all blacks and girls, which is kind of not what she wanted. She wanted a couple of Harlequins. I'm sure. Well, I don't. Yeah, she said it's really not quite what they had in mind. For those are hard to sell sometimes, but not to us, because we like them. So I have asked. Excuse me. I have asked for pictures, and what is today? Saturday. Katie said she would get them for me this weekend.
Oh, great. So,
I want to see what the mother is like, and if the mother's nice and the father looks good. If the father comes from Europe with papers, he probably has had his hip x-rays, maybe not. But somehow I gotta have hips done. Because it's one thing with our dogs, because I know their history, and I know we haven't had any hip problems. But these are two strange ones, so I will probably have to pay to have the mother and father's hips OF8 or whatever they're going to do. Send the x-ray to us is what I'd like to have happen. And this is we get, for a bunch of the puppies for training. We are going to be short puppies. You people don't understand. That's right, but there's a gap here. We have gaposis. Okay, I'm ready. You have to take that last box away so I can get my feet up. They're up.
I was gonna say, what are we talking about here? Go ahead, say it. Never mind. All right. Yeah, Moses.
oh, that's not a word.
Okay, I'm going to see if it's a question. Is Gambos?
We also need that one researched, please.
I already know the answer to that one. So
I've used that word since I was a kid. I'm sure my parents taught me that one. Gaposis. That's the same thing as a plumber's shirt.
Okay.
The plumber's shirt. You bend over and you've got this gap in the back.
Oh. Have you seen those sweatshirts? Or I don't know if it's a sweatshirt or something. It has a butt crack on the back. Yeah, they're pretty fun.
I don't need to get one. I've started trying to buy the ones that are 2 inches longer. Looking for 4 inches longer.
Okay, what happened with Opal and Walter? Any chance of puppies from these two?
Nobody saw anything. They were together for a very long time, but nobody has seen any action whatsoever. Well, I mean, there was action, but no. Oh, he's very anxious, and he works away at it really hard, but I mean, this doesn't, his aim is terrible. It's just awful.
That's a big one.
I was going to say, maybe we should put Opie up on the box or something.
Oh, we've done all that.
Oh, really?
You do too much, then Walter doesn't like it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if you need to, did you want all these details, or you've had enough details?
Not for me, they asked.
It's very, very difficult, the whole process. Sometimes, in the best of situations, it's difficult, but Megan has gotten Walter to the point of accepting one finger. That's the sort of a guide, but that's about all. If she would not take two fingers, no. What's going on back here? Hey, something's going on back there. What's she eating? Is she picked in? It's not.
It is, it's fun. All right.
It was up over there, whatever it was.
How did Wanda become part of the household?
Last October, I was complaining about everybody was complaining about the rats. We had so many rats, it was terrible. And so I said to Lori, what we really need is another, what was that first girl we had, Jack Russell? I've forgotten what her name was. Hillary or whatever her name was. We need another one, like Kelly. We need another Kelly. And so that was fine. And then she went down to North Carolina for a couple months. And then all of a sudden she finds this in the Walmart parking lot. And she says, I know who wants that. And so she comes up, but it's about, what, four months after we needed it. And since then we've caught an awful lot of rats in the park, but we cannot have caught them all. So I do think that come spring, this dog will be gainfully employed.
She was,
And she can live in the heated.
she was doing a lot of sniffing around down there today.
Was she? Oh, they seem to have it.
Oh, she's got the instinct.
It's bred into them.
She's just so
Dainty and
nice. Yeah, I can't picture her. But I'm sure she will.
They seem to have no problem doing that.
Rise to the occasion. Good girl, Wanda. All right. All right.
Rise to the occasion. There's another one. Yeah, I was wondering where her rise to the occasion came from.
You know what? There is, if I can remember it, the guy showed me this once. There is a website that has the origins of a lot of expressions. Not all, but you know,
Colloquialisms.
yes. I remember it, but maybe someone.
I remember one day trying to explain to a deaf person in sign language what you can't see the forest for the trees.
I'm
Well, you know
really
what-
anxious to hear this one. Go ahead.
Well, no, I mean that's the whole story because after that it was all sign language.
What'd you say?
You can't see the forest for the trees.
You ever heard that expression?
Oh dear.
All right,
Well, if you're
stick around,
standing
Laurie.
so
They
close
get
to one tree, you can't see the forest behind.
Yeah.
Well, that pretends a lot of situations in your life. You will find that to be very true. You get a little too close to something, you can't see the whole picture.
It's in the picture.
But it's very tough to do that in sign language. Especially when you don't know very much of it.
Give it a shot.
Well, I mean, trees. What do you hold the microphone for? I don't need it for sign language.
I'm gonna turn so people can see it.
You can
Okay.
not see. First, well, first, because one, two, three. So that probably wasn't good, right? It was very difficult. It was very difficult.
All right. I do think that she's 92% sure. Never mind if he started with SNL. I said that, Lou.
Oh, it didn't start there. They used it.
Oh, other people did, but she really kind of brought it to
I've heard that since I was a child, which was long before Saturday Night Live even thought of being on television. I guess you would be into it. They brought a lot of things to a new level. Just like this soft football deal. And
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's been the best thing that's happened to comedians in a long time.
Oh, yeah, I know they.
I mean, they're having a grand time.
Oh, absolutely.
I know, right? What's the guy's name? The quarterback's name? That guy. But
I'm not getting involved in that again.
so it's Tom Brady's balls that they're worried about.
I'm not going there either.
Every Saturday, I mean, every late night comedian has done 20 minutes on each one of those. Actually, they were replaying them all this morning on CNN, I think.
Really?
But that's about what's usually on my television. That's where I saw a bunch of them. They were some that were really pretty funny.
The old show had endless skits.
But what old show? Oh, Saturday Night Live. You know whose CDs I have, which are lovely to watch, is the Smothers Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
They were funny.
Remember?
You ever heard of them? No.
Do you remember Pat Paulson?
Yeah.
I have his album, Pat Paulson for President, when he was running for president.
Oh yes.
They even have a bumper sticker for him.
He got some votes too. He got more than 1,000 votes. Whatever.
That is one of the funniest albums I think I've ever heard.
Is it a CD?
I don't know if it is or not. I'm sure. I bet it is. Or I bet you can get it on. But I have the vinyl record.
Oh.
His explanations and communism and democracy. Oh, right.
Yes.
It's so funny. He used cows to describe the differences.
I don't remember that one.
I can't remember the routine.
Oh, yes I do. If I have one cow and you have two cows,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I remember that.
It was really good.
And you give me your cow and I drink the milk and, it goes on and on.
I mean, I don't want to mix it up. But one of them was, I buy 2 cows, I give you one, and then, you take the other one or something like that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Capitalism is, I buy a cow and milk it and sell the milk and sell the cow, for,
Pay the taxes.
or buy a full or something like that. And then there was another one where you buy the cow, milk the cow, dump the milk out. And it was just,
Go for government subsidy.
it was very, very funny. That was right. And then when he
Those were the good old days when comedy was comedy.
said he was running for president, or kept denying he was running for president, Tommy Smothers used to pound him and say, well, no, you said you were going to, no, I never said I was running. I said, well, I was considering it. He said, no, you said you were running. No, I never. He said, yeah. And then, his comment was, I'm just a simple, humble savior of mankind, He was very funny. What is the name of the black and white Dane in the room with the point on her head and her back?
Xena.
And the ring on her fingers and the bell on her toes. Ho, ho, ho.
I'm not playing that game.
That was the song.
Oh.
Oh, someone answered already. That's Xena. Okay. We have lots more. Seems almost Shakespearean. Oh, someone says, happy haircut, it looks good.
Oh, good. Glad you enjoyed. I had to get rid of all that hair because that was from when Sheila had it sawed off, pinked up, and dyed purple. And it really was a terrible haircut. That was pretty funny. Hermine doesn't have purple hair. I had purple hair that night. They put a great swatch of purple in it.
Yeah, I was just a little stiff for you.
That's enough. For my age, that's enough. Did you see, there used to be, my mother had white hair at the time she was about 18, so she really had white hair, but she used to have to get a rinse because it kind of would turn a little yellowish. I don't know why it turned yellowish, but at any rate, she used to have to get a rinse, a blue rinse in her hair. And every once in a while, the hairdresser we all went to, whose name was Helen, and Helen had an awful temper and a very disruptive life. And when Helen was in a bad mood, Mother would come home with blue hair.
My mother used to have blue hair.
It was one of those accidents of age.
I did exactly. I just always thought it was kind of an older person thing, and when the hairdresser, like you say, just kind of went a little bit,
A little off. Yep.
It's not happening. Oh God, yeah, I remember she could always be one week it would be kind of bluish, and the next week it'd have a little purple tint to it.
Yep. And it was to get rid of the yellow, because white hair kind of turns yellowish if you...
Not yet. White as snow.
Because you cut it off a lot. Maybe only the ends get yellow when they're 2 inches long. Yeah, let it grow. We'll braid it. I had a dream the other night about braiding somebody's hair. I don't know whose. It was another. I had 2 dreams that night.
Commenting how Wright is giving Kiara a hard time in the kennel, and is she being too aggressive with her? No.
Probably not.
Well, Kiara needs to learn her limits.
Yeah,
She
could
is
be.
holding it wrong, but she also needs to learn the limits.
Yeah.
She's doing very, very well with both of them. They're good together. They really are. Someone's commenting. Carol from Chicago is saying Carol Burnett show hysterical as well. That was a great show.
Yep, a good show.
The Smothers Brothers got too political, and they literally got thrown off by the management. CBS, was it? CBS.
It was CBS, but it was a combination of being too political and also always kind of pushing the limits with the censors. And being critical of it. That's,
Yeah.
Which really opened up a lot of doors for
Yeah.
a lot of people.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was. They did become very political.
They never said. You only had to know it was political. I don't think they ever said anything, did they?
Well, they did from time to time. Like Pat Paulson used to call President Johnson. He used to call him President Johnston. It's not. It was taken out of context, but the way he did it was very funny. All right, Sandra from Arizona says, "Nevermind" was first used in 1954. I'm not sure how you would figure that out.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
that was when I was a sophomore in high school. I graduated in 55. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Benny wants to know if you remember Paul Lynn.
Yes.
Remember Paul Lynn? Very dry, but he was very funny.
And then Bob Newhart,
Oh, Bob Newhart was the best.
classic
Comedian.
comedian. He's still around.
My favorite of all time was Jonathan Wickens.
He was a little bit too much slapstick for me.
He did a lot of character
Yeah,
stuff.
but Bob Newhart, he was famous for being on the phone. Long conversations, and he had one about he had one about he's talking to the King of England or something, and they saying that over here in this country they grew stuff that was called tobacco. Well, what do you do with it? Well, you roll it up with it. You roll it up in a tight cylinder, and then you put it in your mouth. So what do you do then? You light the other end. You do what? You put this thing in your mouth, and you light the other end, set the other end on fire. You know, and that's the kind of conversation you have.
Write the names down. You should go very.
She laughed at that.
Yeah. I mean, the way that I see it, you're not being critical. You're what you're saying.
Oh, yes, you are.
Kids, I think, have a different appreciation for comedy these days. It's very different than it used to be.
It's slapsticky, I think.
Well,
It's noisy.
it's,
It's the quiet little it's innuendos that I find so that I find funny. Johnny, oh, Burns and yeah, they were good. Johnny Carson was sort of a classic. His monologue, I used to try to stay up for his monologue.
yeah, we actually we watched something.
Johnny Carson had the longest continuous laugh ever recorded on.
Really?
Oh yes, I'm sure you know which one it was. It was
Ed Ames.
Ed Ames. Ed Ames came out with this hatchet throwing business. So he drew this picture with his band. You go show how you can throw the hatchet, hit him on the chest, whatever. That's not where he hit him.
Ed Ames played an Indianized TV show.
Yeah.
So Johnny Carson was kind of challenging him, like, well, can you throw a tomahawk? And he said, yeah, I can. I think he really, was he really an Indian? I'm not sure. But he threw the hatchet at this target and right in the crotch. Yeah, so Johnny Carson almost fell over.
Yeah, he just kind of stood there, and then he said, "I didn't know you was Jewish."
That's right.
And it went on. The laugh went on and on and on. I mean, the whole audience just never stopped. And every once in a while, Johnny would say one or two words, and get everybody going. And it was the longest recorded laugh, and I think in television history.
Oh, he's got one. Red Skelton. I used to really like him.
He was, yeah,
I liked him. I thought he was, he was a little kind of like,
fantastic.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
He did a lot of characters. He did Gertrude and Heathcliff, the two seagulls, remember? Yeah. And then Clem Cadiddlehopper. And he did a couple of good character acting. He was fine.
Who was the guy that played Noah? Danny Kaye. He was funny.
Yeah.
He was. How about?
I just laughed.
I have new glasses. Yep. About a whole week ago. Oh. We're celebrating my new glasses. How about Victor Borg? Do you know him? Dear me. He's slapstick, but he's still funny. But he's a hell of a pianist. He'd come in and he all dressed up in a black tie and all that stuff, and he'd come over and he'd get it all organized, and he'd go to sit down and miss the bench. you know, and he'd start playing some song. He'd start playing. His talent was such that he'd start playing some nice little song, and he would switch it off to something else. It was entirely different. What is going on here? There's a rat in the fireplace. There's a whole lot of things we have to educate you about. You've seen the mom song.
Yeah, you
The mom song. Now that's funny, right?
Yeah.
You've seen the mom song. Make sure that everybody's seen the mom song. Huh? I have an awful lot of collections of CDs. Some of them I haven't seen. I have the whole Johnny Carson. I have the Smothers Brothers. I have things like that. I do. Yeah, I have to break a leg or something first, though, don't I? That'd slow me up.
Just go sit, get up once in a while, go get a snack, go back and sit. I mean, we do that at, over the holidays when our boys come home. We always do like some kind of movie marathon. Well, when they were the kids, they all the Star Wars movies. Then of course all the what's that?
I've never seen Star Wars.
Oh, anyway.
I haven't either.
I've never
And then we would do all the Lord of the Rings movies. I mean,
I haven't. Hey, what's going on?
I like doing things.
Yeah?
Sitting there.
Yeah?
I do. There's only one set of movies I like. That's like there's only 3 High School Musical. Those are the only ones that kept.
you were good. You were good.
I like.
No, I didn't. Was that Heather wants to know if you have received the photos that she sent you, the beginnings of the meet yet.
Haven't gotten them yet.
Did she send them online?
I haven't gotten them.
No, that's what I'm asking. I am asking her. Heather, did you send them digitally or did you snail mail? Snail mail is regular mail. And it's called snail mail because it's slower than email.
I like.
What do you call it?
You're learning a lot tonight, aren't you?
I call it mail.
Well, how do you know whether it's email or regular mail?
Email. Mail.
A snail mail. Oh, dear.
I don't like doing things digitally.
You know, like, okay, well, that's
Do you
fine.
write letters? Do you really can't write letters?
There are an awful lot of kids that don't know cursive writing now.
Well, a couple of years ago, they actually took cursive writing off of the national standards, for requirements. I believe I'm not sure, but I believe they have replaced it because there are so many people complaining about it. What do you do if everything digital goes down?
In 4th grade, that's when we learned how to do cursive. We had to, for every single night, we had to write 24 sentences using prepositional phrases in cursive.
Here we go with that prepositional bit. That's the kind of stuff that really takes an awful lot of your time. And what on earth do you do with it? Prepositions. Propositions. You know? I don't know. I can remember all those funny words about sentences. I got nouns. I know what a noun is. It's something that happens to do.
One of those ladies that wears the black suit.
Yeah, right, with the white head. Yeah. For a while, they're the only ones teaching cursive writing with the Catholic churches.
Because of the nuns.
Why do I have to set him up like that?
Yes, Carol, we also do Christmas movies too. Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story. You still haven't watched that? You have to. It was very funny. I'll tell you something.
He's given me a CD that I haven't watched, and I'm in trouble.
We do Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story. Scrooged, and then we end up finishing with Scrooge with with George C. Scott.
You don't watch The Grinch?
We do watch Elf though.
You don't watch The Grinch? The Grinch is a classic.
You've never seen A Christmas Story?
Really?
Oh,
I
God.
probably have. I don't know the cable didn't have.
Oh my God, you have to watch. You have to watch. Yes, we are showing our ages.
Okay, I got one for you. Did you ever watch Alice or read Alice in Wonderland as an adult?
No.
It's sort of the beginning of psycho pill dropping stuff.
Psychedelic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, I mean, it was,
But he had it down pat. I mean, I wonder where the hell he got it from, you know?
I know, but it was construed to be all drug related.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go back and read it again. With that in mind, and you'll be all set. They don't tell you that when you're reading it in school.
Yeah, no.
We just finished
Well, it was the Jefferson Airplane
The
song.
what?
Oh,
House on Mango Street.
I don't know.
What is it?
House on Mango Street.
It's about-
It's about a girl who lived somewhere where she didn't want to belong because she was an immigrant and living out on 4th Street and it was just little stories about her life.
I'll tell you, absolute best movie ever for young girls that you should watch is a movie called Whale Rider. Have you ever seen that? Have you seen that?
Yes. Yes.
It is phenomenal, and it's really about empowering girls, and it's phenomenal. You have to see that, Laura. I'm going to write it down for you. I'm serious.
You've got homework.
No, you will really like this movie. It's a great movie.
How do you know she'll like that movie? She doesn't go to movies.
She will like it.
She doesn't go to movies.
No, she will like this movie. She will like it. I'm telling you, you will get so enthralled in this, you won't be able to stop watching it. It is an awesome movie.
The other set of movies I like is the Hunger Games.
See, I haven't even seen those yet.
Those are maybe empowering too. Yeah.
I went to see.
I love the Hunger Games. Did you read the books?
Well, Whale Rider is without violence. No, it is without violence.
Have you read the book?
No, I haven't.
You have to read the book before you see the movies.
I'm going to do that.
No, legitimately, the books are so much better than the movies. Especially with the Hunger Games.
Typically true.
And if you didn't read the book, you wouldn't understand the beginning of the first movie.
Well, at my age, you don't understand reading the book because by the time you get to the end of a sentence, you forgot the beginning. So reading is a very hard, very bad. I already read it. I read it before now. I do know about it. I'm not sure I didn't know the horse. Because I think it was long about the same time. I worked for a woman who raised saddlebreds, and she showed in Madison Square Garden. And so it was during that era that I think that $80 horse was around. Somehow I knew about him or something. I don't know. I can remember unloading a horse on 57th Street. We had a beautiful big saddlebred, Ethel and Glorious. She won women's amateur champion saddle seat, whatever, in Madison Square Garden. But you couldn't. She wouldn't back off the trailer. So you have to tie her to it. You put a harness on her and tie it to a tree, and then pull the trailer out from underneath her.
Where do you find a tree in the city?
That's a pole. It's a telephone pole or something. Yeah, any old pole. Yeah, and we did that on 57th Street. It worked. How else are you gonna get them off?
You walk on the door?
No, it was only a ramp out the back, and it didn't have a top in it either. We tried for a while turning her around, standing her on her hind legs and up and around and down, and that didn't work at all. That was very bad. So, you know, those great long saddle set feet. You know, I don't know whether they do that anymore. Do they? Great foot about that long? No? And then with a heavy 1 pound shoe on the end of it? So that every once in a while they throw the shoe and the hoof would come off with it, then you would be able to ride it for another 6 months. I mean, it's ridiculous. What's the matter? Oh, they're rough?
They are.
They are just like,
That's so cute.
Fogo says poor Laura, it's not her fault, she's young.
She's getting older faster around here.
Heather says she sent them to you by mail, or by email.
Email.
Email. So they've got to be in there somewhere.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, okay. Yes, I did get them. She sent me 4 of them. And I chose one of them, and I put the others in with the picture files. So I saved one of them on my...
Did you get my email?
Huh?
And no, you said you were asking for the volunteers' phone numbers.
Oh, yeah, I did that.
Just make
I did all those.
This one time, I tried to send you pictures because you were asking pictures of dogs.
Oh, well, I don't get along well with that machine, as we all know.
It seems like the worst things happen to you on the computer. Like, we could never figure out how it happened.
Right. I mean,
They
stuff,
always happen to her.
this stuff is ridiculous. No, it's not.
The thing is, you ordered a CD on iTunes, and it actually was a CD that arrived in the mail.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was possible.
How you doing?
I didn't know
Although
that was an option.
technology is interesting. I mean,
No,
Just
it's
Wednesday.
maddening.
well, yeah, it is something. Wednesday in school, one of our servers just dropped off the network in the middle of the day. Just dropped off, and you could still see it. It was on the network, but it wasn't. I spent the day and a half on that trying to. That was. Got it.
There's stuff on mine. Yeah, I go typing stuff, and it jumps around. I had that awful problem. Paragraphs and things. Every once in a while, my computer will decide to make paragraphs in the middle. Some of them will be starting in the middle of the page, you know? It'll leaping around, and then it'll put bullets on everything.
Well, yeah, you've got to turn off all the.
Yeah, but I didn't turn them on.
Well,
It hiccups, and then it starts this nonsense on me.
sometimes it just automatically
Yep.
has a lot of things.
It decides that maybe I should do this. I don't want it.
You have to go in and disable it. You have to go in and check all the formatting and disable everything. I agree. It's maddening because it drives me crazy when it decides that no, this should be a new paragraph. This should be no. That wasn't.
You're spoiling that dog. Look at her. Oh, you're
Okay.
snuggled right in. Are we done? We haven't started yet. Lamb chops.
Alice is great when you're an adult. Nancy B. All right, we have some more comments here, so let me go through them real quick. Barry wants you to look at the rerun about Riot. I guess they're getting a little rough numbers. No, but I'll text Grace and see if she's still down there. Maybe she can check in, or I'll get out in a few minutes.
I'm watching it now.
AMH 108 wants to know where in Iowa are the Danes you're interested in. I live in Iowa. Just curious if we're allowed to know.
Yeah, you'd be allowed to know if I knew, but I don't know. Katie's the one. I will find out.
I have a friend that lives in Iowa.
You have friends.
I have a few.
That's a line from the Smothers Brothers, though. I think you have friends. I didn't make that up.
Who's overnight tonight? Grace, I think, right?
Bam.
Oh, Candace? Yeah, but we don't know if
Yeah, we don't know if
she's going to make it, so Grace was planning to let the door, I think. Yeah. You got that right. TX Elements, computer's main job is to drive me nuts. You got that right.
Boy, you got that right.
All right.
I
Maybe
don't
it's,
know.
That's true. That's true. This is Saturday night. Is it Saturday night?
another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I got some money because I just got paid. How I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way. Da 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 da.
Okay. That must be. That has to be the living end.
That's it. That's it. Signing off. Signing off. Good evening.
She wants her lamb chops. She wants her lamb
I want
chops.
my lamb chops. Yes. Hot dog.
No.